Welcome to the Embodied Empath Podcast, the space where sensitive, intuitive women learn to regulate their nervous system, heal anxiety, and live with grounded confidence. I'm your host, Valerie Lundgren. Let's begin. Okay, so we are tired, right? We're really tired of holding everything. As women, as empaths, we're holding the emotions, we're holding the plans, we're holding conversations, we're holding the tension of others, probably holding the unspoken things, maybe holding the peace and holding the whole family together, holding this business, whatever you're doing, just holding yourself together by a thread. And maybe no one even realizes how much you're carrying. Welcome back to the Embodied Empath Podcast. I'm Valerie, and if you've been holding too much, this is a space for you. Today we're talking about the kind of exhaustion that sleep just does not fix. This is the exhaustion that comes from being the emotional backbone of everything. There's a difference between being busy and being the nervous system regulator for everyone around you. So if you're an empath or a highly sensitive woman, chances are you learned how to read the room, anticipate conflict. You also learned how to manage other people's reactions and stay calm when others aren't. And you have learned how to keep things from falling apart, right? Keeping it all together. Well, that's not random. That's a survival wiring. So your nervous system has been operating in this subtle but constant state of vigilance. It's not panic, not chaos, but scanning, monitoring, adjusting. Hyper responsibility activates the sympathetic nervous system, the fight-flight branch. But because you're functional, it doesn't look dramatic, right? It looks like you're planning everything, you're thinking 3 steps ahead, you're remembering everyone else's needs, you've got the kids' appointments scheduled out, you know all their doctors' names, you just have it all together. You're holding the emotional temperature of every room, you're the mediator for everybody, you're the reliable one. But your body never fully powers down, and that's exhausting. Women are socially conditioned to be this emotional manager. We are praised for being attentive and selfless, organized, responsible, emotionally intelligent. But no one talks about the nervous system cost of always being on. Especially if you grew up in this environment where you had to grow up fast and you had to be the calm one. Maybe when you grew up, you had to manage your parents' emotions. You also maybe had to avoid conflict, and you had to be low maintenance. If this happened, your body learned, if I stay on top of everything, we stay safe. So that wiring doesn't just disappear in adulthood, it becomes your identity. So if you think back about the childhood that you had as an empath, how much you held and how much you had to manage as an empath, it really does put us in a place of I'm doing things to keep myself safe. So that's the invisible work. That's where we do this invisible holding, this remembering, the anticipation, this emotional filtering that happens, the adjusting yourself so others don't get uncomfortable. So just think about that. How many times do you actually make things difficult for yourself to appease others and make sure that they are not uncomfortable? Oof, I bet a lot. Yeah, this is nervous system labor. And if you never set it down, your system does not get to rest. So maybe you're holding too much. So you might notice if you're holding too much, you feel resentful, but you don't say it. Maybe you fantasize about disappearing for a while. get into the woods by yourself, right? You fantasize about being alone. You crave this silence more than conversation. You're probably overstimulated by small things. Somebody chewing. Could be just running late for errands, or the dog barking. Or even your cat coming up to cuddle you could irritate you. You might feel irritated when someone asks you for one more thing. Hey, can you do this? You're exhausted even on your calm days. Your days where you're just by yourself and you can chill, you're still feeling just overwhelmed and exhausted. So just know that this is not weakness. This is just the load-bearing fatigue. So if you've been doing nervous system work, you may feel something new lately. When you start doing the work, you're going to have less tolerance. Maybe more boundaries, more awareness, more clarity, and probably some anger. Don't worry, it's not going to be a regression. That's your body saying, I can't carry this the same way anymore. And that is growth. This was very big for me. I was very much a people pleaser. I call myself a people-pleasing recovering addict. I still am a people pleaser in many aspects, but I'm doing much better than I did before. And it really did take me a lot of time, especially when I was doing more of my nervous system work and shadow work. Did I find relief? Did I find my confidence again? Did I find my ability to say no without the guilt? And this is the work that is so important for us as empaths to do. We need to be able to step back and say, okay, it's time for me. It's time for me to take care of me finally. And it's okay for others. If they have resistance, they might. We talked about that in the last episode about the relationships and how they shift. And they will shift. But those that really love and support you will give you that guidance and support as you start shifting into your awareness and coming back home to yourself and honoring yourself at this time. So we're going to go ahead and do a somatic practice. We're going to learn how to set it down. That sounds interesting. And it can be difficult. So I want you to know it's not like it's 1, 2, 3 easy, right? This letting go of appeasing and taking care of everything isn't just an overnight, I can feel better tomorrow about it. It takes practice. And again, it takes nervous system healing to get you to feel safe enough to be able to let it go. But we're going to start a practice today. So I invite you to find a comfortable position. Now, again, please do not do these somatic practices while driving. I ask that you do these when you are stationary and you can just kind of sit and breathe and be with yourself. So let's find a comfortable position to be in, sitting or lying down. And let's just go ahead and close your eyes if that feels safe. Now imagine everything that you're holding. It might feel really heavy. You might notice body sensations. If you're holding things, generally most people feel it within their neck and their shoulders, right? But you might feel it in your legs, your arms, or your chest, or your stomach. Imagine holding those conversations, the plans, the emotions or the expectations, and just picture them. Let's gather them into your hands. Holding your hands out in front of you and putting all of the things that you're holding into your hands right now. You might notice your hands getting a little heavier. Now we're going to gently turn the palms face down towards your thighs. And just imagine placing that weight down. Or letting go of this weight right now. And just know you don't have to solve it. We don't have to fix it. We're just going to place it down. Now take a slow breath in and out and silently say to yourself, I am allowed to not hold this right now. Feel your shoulders. Notice if they drop even 1%. That's your nervous system experiencing some relief. So you can come back to it later, do it again throughout the day, but you don't have to carry it every second. Now take a deep breath in and you can open your eyes. Bring yourself into the room. Let me know. Does it feel good to let things go? Or did it feel weird too? Did it feel a little jaunting and dysregulated? That's okay as well. Just know it's going to be a practice. So this is the part that might feel hard. You're not responsible for everyone's emotions. You're not responsible for everyone's comfort or their growth. You're also not responsible for everyone's reactions or their own stability. You can be supportive and you can be loving, but you cannot be the central nervous system for everyone else. That job was never yours. So if you've been feeling tired in a deeper way, it might not be about sleep. It might be about finally realizing how much you've been carrying and realizing you're ready to put some of it down. If this episode resonated, go ahead and share it with the woman who has always been holding everything together. Subscribe so we can keep unpacking this together as well. And you can go to my website, mindfulwellness.me, so that you can download your own free nervous system reset. You don't have to carry it all to be worthy. You are allowed to rest your nervous system. I'll see you in the next episode. This episode supported you. Share it with another empath who needs it. And if you're ready for deeper work, somatic coaching, nervous system healing, or my Embodied Reset program, just visit mindfulwellness.me. Your healing is not a solo journey. See you next week.